Hi guys, it's Andrew here from Eastonmade Wood Splitters saying welcome back to the Eastonmade channel. It is Monday morning here now. Beautiful day. We're just putting the last finishing touches on this electric 48C. The guys are tidying some stuff up on it, so that's what's going on this morning. I had recently put up a video about the return on investment on one of these large firewood processors, and I fudged up. I gave you some wrong numbers. It doesn't change the message, it doesn't change the numbers that much. However, if I'm going to give you guys information, I want to make sure it is correct. So here is the redo of that particular video, because that is a question we get asked a lot. When you're looking at one of these machines, people want to know how long until I get my money back. How long does this machine have to run until I break even on it? So that's what we're going to do here, guys. I'm going to run you through this because it's a lot less than what most people would likely suspect. So here we are. Put this down here. The purchase price of a 48 or a 60C wood processor is $185,000 US. 3 full cord per hour is what the machine will average. You'll get more, you might get less, and you're gonna sell that cord for $350 an hour. That's $1,050 an hour in revenue with one of these machines. That's how much revenue you're gonna make wood coming off the back of this thing. So you're gonna have 176 hours until it's paid off. So $185,000 divided by $1,050 per hour is 176 hours until this machine is paid off. Now guys, you still gotta buy the wood. You still have the expense of you're probably buying one of these machines. You're likely gonna buy the wood, or you're gonna be skidding your own hitches. There's still gonna be a cost to the wood. So the purchase price of the raw material is gonna be right around $160 per full cord. So your actual revenue after the raw material is gonna be your selling price of $350 minus $160 a cord times 3 cords an hour. It's $570 an hour after you've paid for the wood. This is where I messed up the last time. I had that higher, so I want to make sure that you guys have the right information. So it's $570 an hour after you've bought the wood is what you're gonna make with this machine. Now guys, there's gonna be more expenses. You're gonna have the cost of the supporting equipment, the cost of fuel, the cost of wages, the cost of insurance. If you're buying one of these machines, a machine of this size, this probably isn't your first rodeo. You have probably bought equipment, you understand this. I'm preaching to the choir here. So you already understand how this works. That being said, a lot of the times when you're gonna buy one of these machines, you likely have a dump trailer or a dump truck that's not running every day. You likely have a skid steer, an excavator, something to load this thing around the yard. You probably have a couple of guys that likely aren't doing a whole lot. So this is a good thing for somebody if you want to have kind of a fill-in job for people to do that's going to generate revenue and generate cash money. That's important too. So what does it actually cost? Well guys, these machines, they don't when you buy a piece of equipment, again, I'm preaching to the choir here, the guys that have done this before, this machine doesn't depreciate to zero. This is an asset, guys. After you've run this thing, it still has value. It still has worth. All equipment is like this, guys. It doesn't matter. You're gonna buy this piece of equipment and it's gonna be an asset. It does not depreciate to zero. So what does it depreciate to? So after 4 years, if you lose 20% on this, you're gonna be down to $148,000 a selling price after 4 years. You're gonna lose $37,000 over 4 years. So this machine is still gonna be worth something when you're done with it. Good equipment does not lose its value just like that. This isn't a car. This isn't a lot of things. This is still gonna have considerable value down the road. So if you figure that out, it's $37,000. You generate $570 per hour with it. That's 65 hours at 20% depreciation. You need to run this machine for 65 hours. even changing that profit on this thing, it didn't change out by much. If you watch the other video, I think we had like 42 hours. It's 65 hours. You have to run this for a week and a half over the course of 4 years. So 65 hours divided by 4 years, that's 16 hours per year you have to run this. It's 2 days a year. You run this 2 days a year to get your return on investment. They had lots of guys talking, well, there's fuel there. That's 16 hours. You're not burning a lot of fuel, guys. The insurance, you probably already have insurance here, guys. You probably already have all kinds of equipment or different equipment that you're already paying insurance on. To throw this one in there, it's not going to be a big difference, guys. It's not. So anyways, if you're wondering how you justify the purchase of a big firewood processor like this, this is how you do it. And these things generate cash. There's a lot of different avenues for this, and the numbers that we've used here are just round numbers. If you get creative, you can get more than 350 a cord for your wood. You can, for sure. If you want to bag it, if you want, there's lots of ways to generate a higher revenue. That if you want to sell for less than that, if you want to do bulk sales, that number still doesn't change by that much, guys. I'm gonna leave a link up here and down on the bottom to a video that Chris in the Woodyard did with a fella named Ed Rurup. Ed Rurup has owned 4 firewood processors from 4 different manufacturers, and he has never lost the money on one. In the video, the big thing to take out of this, it's the first part of the video, Ed says he has either broke even when he sold the processor or made money on it. It cost him nothing. Nothing at all. He bought the machine, he sold it for more than what he paid for it. That's a hell of an investment, guys. If you're looking for something that can generate money, and then you turn around and you sell it for more, it doesn't get better than that, guys. Like, one of these machines to generate that kind of revenue that quickly in an hour, there's very few pieces of equipment you're gonna buy that's gonna be able to do that, especially without having an incredibly skilled operator. Right? These things do require guys that are half handy, but it's not like running a bulldozer. It's not like running a grader. Like, if you're running a bulldozer grader, you have to have a certain level of skill to be efficient on it. After being in that cab for a day or two, you're probably going to be onto her all right. As long as you can exercise some common sense while running it, it doesn't take a whole lot of skill, guys. So again, if you're looking at one of these things, trying to justify how you justify your investment and your return on investment, that's how you do it, guys. And I'll tell you, it's there's lots of guys that have done it and done it incredibly successfully and run really good businesses. They've supplemented their other business with them, whether they've been cash croppers and they work through the winter with this, or if they're loggers, do it through the spring. Tree service guys, there's lots of guys that do firewood full-time. Lots of guys, that's all they do is firewood. There's guys that run these machines 24/7, they don't shut them off. So just think about that, guys. I think I'm done rambling on now. Give her a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button on the bottom. If you're still with me, we are going to be going to the ARB Expo in Springfield, Massachusetts at the end of the month. It's the last weekend. I think it's Friday, Saturday, March 30th, 31st maybe. If you Google ARB Expo, it'll come up. We have it up on our website too. There's a link down below if you want to check that out. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I hope to see you on the next one.